Jennifer English, the actress who brings Shadowheart to life in Baldur's Gate 3, recently revealed she resisted recording one of the game's most iconic lines at first. She confessed her hesitation wasn't disdain for the line itself, it was rooted in being avoidant. Despite her initial reluctance, she eventually delivered it, quipping, "Just like God's favorite princess, I did it in my own time." English's reflections came during a new interview with Fall Damage. She recalled this moment as representative of both her character's mystique and her personal creative process, delaying until she felt ready, much like the enigmatic Shadowheart herself. Part of the broader conversation focused on lines that have become fan favorites, lines that aren't heard if you choose to play as Shadowheart as an origin character. English advises against this, noting that doing so means players miss much of her performance, including the memorable "God's favorite princess" line, which achieved meme-worthy status before being formally canonized in the game's script. She also spotlighted another standout moment from the game, an early idle line in the character creator menu. Shadowheart intones, "My Lady Shar tasked me with a mission of such secrecy that I surrendered great swathes of my memory in order to safeguard the knowledge of it." English explained that this line sets the tone for the character's mysterious persona, but it's only heard if Shadowheart is not chosen as the player's origin character. Beyond the lines, English discussed the dual narrative paths available to Shadowheart, the dark Justiciar route versus the Selûne-aligned path, where she ultimately becomes the white-haired version post-Night Song. While she enjoyed voicing both, she personally gravitates toward the more redemptive arc, playfully hoping players let Shadowheart adopt all bears along the way. Jennifer English also opened up about how differently she relates to another one of her roles, in the French RPG Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. She said she personally identifies more with Mal, describing the character as someone she felt akin to, especially as a younger version of herself. She joked she's not in any way as cool as Shadowheart or able to sword fight, but that Mal's personality and energy resonate more closely with who she is. English's remarks highlight the layered artistry that goes into voice and performance work in modern RPGs. In a broader context, she pushed back against the term voice actor, feeling it minimizes the full scope of her contributions, especially when motion capture and theatrical training are part of the role. She stressed that such terms can erase the broader skill set actors bring to complex performances like those required in Baldur's Gate 3. In summary, Jennifer English's candid reflections reveal the nuanced dynamics behind her voice and motion capture performance as Shadowheart. Her initial avoidance of a now-famed line underscores both her creative hesitance and the authenticity she brings to the role. From advising how players should experience the character to her preferences in Shadowheart's story arc, English has given fans a deeper look at the person behind the voice and why sometimes, even iconic lines take a little extra time to be born.